Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd. Over here on my channel, we love collecting a lot of data about various aspects of firearms and ballistics, specifically doing ammunition reviews because we like to try to figure out the velocity and if they stated on the box what barrel length you're getting that out of, you know, practical accuracy test. So today from Armscor, we have their 5.56 NATO 55 grain ball. Let's throw him on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. In full transparency, I myself purchased this ammunition from Pelmo State Armory. I'm sure there are various online retailers who have this available. For our 5.56 testing, we have a wide variety of barrel lengths from 7.5 inch all the way up to and including 22. I've been asked about an 18-inch before, and I'm almost running out of room for different things to bring with me at the range. So you have to extrapolate some of that data between our 16 and 20, but you should get a pretty good understanding of where we'll sit with an 18-inch. We have a ProChronopal Digital DLX at 12 feet. It's about 55 to 60 degrees and sunny outside today. We're nearing what Michigan calls fall, where all the leaves fall down and it gets cold. Hopefully we'll get a few more nice days of our, 55 to 70 degree weather, but we like to stop doing velocity testing once we get into that 45 degree range because that tends to adversely affect some of the velocities that we're obtaining from these cartridges. Now this doesn't say M193 anywhere in the box, but we're looking for 3167 feet per second plus or minus, I think it's 30 from our 20-inch barrel. Now that's at 78 feet to be true M193 spec velocity wise. So if we get close to that and or over it at 12 feet, we should be good to go. We do a practical accuracy test and then we send you on your merry way. Up first is our shortest barrel length. This is a 7.5 inch pistol build from Pelmo State Armory. Got the X2 Dev Group Jackal charging handle and their muzzle device on here. Kind of helps direct some of those loud noises back that way away from me. Got the Bushnell optic on here. I don't like this thing because even with a fresh battery at 11, it's pretty dull even right now. I should probably pick up a SIG Romeo 5 or even the primary Arms red dot version because those are a lot better buy for the money. Detected just a slight bit of muzzle flash off of this. And now for our 10.5 inch, this is a Pelmo State Armory build on an SBR, no step on sneck lower. Got some battle arms and Radion ambidextrous charging handle and mag release there. Got a primary arms 3X optic up top. I do like this optic very much, except for the eye relief. It's a little bit on the short side. I think we have an AIM single stage cartridge trigger in here. Decent little setup. Not detecting any muzzle flash. A little bit of smoky powder though. And now our 14.5 inch upper, this is from Pro2A Tactical. Picked up a couple of their uppers to use and evaluate and add to our data collection. I picked up a 9x39 upper as well. I think they have 350 Legend and a bunch of the other various calibers. So far, everything's been pretty darn good as far as build quality goes. I would place them, right in line, if not slightly better than Pelmo State Armory, in Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Stag. Very quality build. The only thing so far is I had to put an adjustable gas block on here because the barrel manufacturer drilled the gas port pretty large, I think at 81 thousandths, so I was over gassed. So we've got a good ejection pattern on here now. Nice. Now, if it didn't read any of those velocities the sun is shifting a little bit in the sky and I had to take these screens off, but I do have at least 12 shots from this barrel length for our average. And now our 16-inch barrel, this is from Pelmo State Armory on an OK Karen lower, got the X2 Dev Group charging handle and muzzle device. Picked up a couple of Tacticon 1-6 LVPOs. I think this is the Falcon. Pretty nice for a budget first focal plane. It's got illumination. It's got the pop up to unlock elevation and windage turrets on it. The reticle is fairly dark and has quite a bit of contrast. The only thing I would complain about is it doesn't seem like the edges of the reticle markings are very sharp. They're a little on the blurry side. It is illuminated, like I said, it is illuminated, and the center part of the reticle is what stays illuminated. Definitely don't need this at 6x right now. Nice, I think I got 10 off there. If not, I'll shoot them off camera. Not detecting any muzzle flash, so that's a good thing. And now for our 20-inch, another Pelmo State Armory upper. This is built on the FN double chrome lined barrel. Just a no-name local lower. That guy doesn't exist anymore. Chinesium Stag ambidextrous charging handle from the old Black Friday. Windowed KCI Korean PMags. So far pretty good. I put the light bars on because the sun is playing some tricks on us. And now for our final barrel length, this is our 22-inch TC Compass. Got an Oryx chassis here, Yankee Hill, 3-port QD muzzle brake. Got one of the new Primary Arms 4-16 first focal plane Silverline scopes on here. Very, very nice scope. I like that you can dial the parallax on these down to about 15 yards. No complaints on this so far. It is a longer scope. Now this is a 1-9 twist barrel, and typically when you get in your heavy 4 caliber loads in 5.56x223, you got to be careful about keyholing. Usually this is what a 1-7 or 1-8 twist barrel is for, but in the past, anytime I've shot our 77 grain bullets of this design, I've gotten pretty good stability out to at least 100 yards with it. Actually, get lined up here. Here is our Armscor 55 grain full metal jacket, aka M193 at 100 yards using the TC Compass in a lead sled with the 16 power first focal plane Primary Arms scope and our JK armament rifle kit, because we always get really good accuracy when we put that can on here. This is from the 77 grain OTM S&B load on the same day, so we're shooting a few groups here. You can hear a little bit of wind, but our first group was 2.578 inches. We had 4 right there and then a flyer, so that could have been me or possibly the wind, but at 100 yards, I don't think that affects it too much. Our second group was 2.251 inches. We'll take a third group before we move on to some other accuracy tests, but that's pretty typical for our 55 grain ball round when we get the velocities up towards our M193 spec. Here is our fourth and final group from the Armscor M193 at 100 yards. 1.987 inches. I will take that. We tightened it up just a squitch there. Well, folks, there you have it. I would say our Armscor 5.56mm ball, aka 55 grain full metal jacket, aka M193, lived up to its name. We were able to meet the velocity specifications for M193 out of our 20-inch barrel, and we were even gaining some velocity out to the 22-inch. As far as our accuracy goes, it always seems like when we push the velocity threshold with this particular bullet design towards that M193 specification for velocity, our accuracy tends to decrease, our group sizes open up a little bit. This is pretty much about par for the course for what we always see with this, right around 2 to 2.5 inches at 100 yards. With all that being said, I'm gonna get the heck out of here because I'm gonna go home and enjoy myself. I did a ruck this morning for 40 minutes, carried around like an 80-pound sandbag for 40-some minutes up and down some hills. Got the heart rate up, didn't really do a whole lot of heavy lifting, but it was a good enough workout this morning because it's beautiful outside. But at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible. Number one is my Patreon and Subscribe-Star fans. I have a link tree in the description below with various different links to Patreon or Subscribe-Star or discount codes, say for RMA, or any affiliate links, say for our Gators eyewear. And essentially those cost you nothing. They earn me a sales commission if you so choose to make a purchase. It helps me out to procure some of this stuff. And of course, number two is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range. Our accuracy tends to decrease. I don't know why I keep saying decrease, but our group sizes open up